Hey, hi, hello, and good afternoon. My name is Amanda, and welcome to Harmony Portal Tarot Live. How is everyone this fine Friday? It's the weekend. Brandy Lynn says, Yay! Yes, because I'm out of hijack mode. My chat is back on the YouTube studio. Very, very good to do that. It's nice because it's funny. I have the screen time thing set up on my phone, and like the past two live streams, like my screen time on my phone has gone up like exponentially just because I've had to use my phone to be live to see the comments, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, my I didn't think my like social media and like internet use was off the chain, but like it looked off the chain because of that. But and then I'm like, oh yeah, I had to use my phone as the chat screen. That's why. I'm like, really? This long? I wasn't on there that long this week. Hi, Amber A. Hi, Amber 9N. Brandy Lynn. Amber says, hello, everyone. Could not join Wednesday. I've been experiencing a lot of GI issues and headaches, but was able to help my cousin in protecting their community from Milton in Tampa Bay. Oh my gosh, that's so scary. I did see that as it made landfall, it was like a category 3, and then it died down to like a category 1. So, like, I won't say best case scenario, but I really do feel that I know there were many people participating in different meditations and like just sending positive vibes. We lit our candle on Wednesday night to like just really tune into that energy and any hijack energies that were involved in that storm to just release their grip and let Mother Earth do what she needed to do. She didn't need to go Cat 5. That was some other intention that was not natural. Now, whether the hijack was actually happening via modification to the old how's the weather out there, or if this is just trying to use scare tactics in the media to put, where attention goes, energy flows, and to use our energy to hump, to like bump this up, like to be some like really big deal. I think that the best case scenario for what was actually supposed to happen happened. I'm still sure that people lost things, lost their lives. I know there was still devastation, but again, I didn't feel compelled or the need to just go like doing all the research, all the digging, and looking into it. But looks like Disneyland is still standing. So, oh my gosh! But energetically speaking, it feels like I got chills just thinking that right now. It feels like some sort of darkness or heaviness was lifted from that area. Because we don't have to, think of your own healing journey. You don't have to completely decimate your whole life to be able to heal or peel away the layers of what is not you. That's what I like to call it. Is healing equals, to me, healing equals peeling away what is not your spirit. And it's a very difficult thing to do here in this realm where we really identify with our triggers and our wounds and just all the things. And I signed up actually to do Raylene's core wound session. This will be the 5th time I've taken that. But the first time since she upped it to a 4-day intensive session. So I'm ready. Like, I'm just so ready to just dig down deep and remove a lot of this toxicity, wounding, karma, whatever by the roots. I'm just ready. I'm ready. And I felt compelled also, not to like go in depth, but I'll just mention, we'll just talk about it here today. This is something I've heard of before, about attachment styles. Have you heard of this? And I felt called just this yesterday is the first day that it really, I've heard about it and I've heard about it and I've heard about it. And I've done all the astrology, the numerology, the human design, the Myers-Briggs, the Enneagrams. Like, I've done it all as far as what a person can do to tune into who they are, even love languages. But I've never like figured out my own attachment style, which I think a lot of it's not like a disorder or whatever. It's basically subconscious programming as to where we are maybe disorganized in our traumas or our triggers. And very eye-opening, just a little bit that I've learned about my personal attachment style. If anyone's even looked into their attachment, you don't have to share what it is if you don't want to, but just has that at least shed a light on maybe why you respond the way you do when you're feeling triggered. It's been very helpful, just to know the little bit that I've learned about and it's weird because I do remember kind of looking into it a while back, and by that might maybe 3, 4 years ago. Um, but I mostly went in the like fight, flight, freeze, fawn kind of arena of it. But this is like secure, insecure, avoidant, and I always forget what the fourth. I think there's four, and then like I'm not sure. Um, we all know most of us on the planet don't have a secure attachment style. Which, if that's the case, you're doing pretty darn good when it comes to relating with people and just your sense of self-worth. But insecure, avoidant, and whatever that fourth one is, it's very difficult. But when knowledge is power, and sometimes just having that awareness, shining that light where the darkness is like half the battle. So if you need some weekend homework, go find out what your attachment style is and just get some tips or tricks, or just allow your intuition, do some journaling, shamanic journeying, just to tune in to help release or let go of some of these deep-seated core wounds, traumas, triggers, whatever we want to call them, about specifically around our attachment style. And even if you don't have a significant other, like, we can see attachment styles play out even in our relationship with ourselves. So it's very vibrant and vital information, if you ask me, to know about yourself. And again, like, I'm just scratching the surface of my own attachment style. I'm kind of excited to, like, okay, I have yet another little piece of the puzzle of what is made up of, the persona of Amanda. I know it's not who I am, but it's what I'm actually dealing with here in this matrix. So, oh, you've heard of it for the first time. Oh, the entity interference has increased in my house, but your amniotic fluid protection is working wonders. Thanks for the suggestion. I swear by that. I live by that. Like, I even put myself in this protective, like, especially at bedtime, especially if I'm feeling a little stressed out, that lets me know, hey, even if it's just 3 minutes that I just sit somewhere comfortable or lay down on my bed real quick and just kind of go through all of my cleansing, my clearing, or as my friend Jessa likes to say, ground centering and shielding. I love that. And then I will, even if I see this amniotic fluid as very healing, very cleansing, very nurturing, very calming. But I find that actually does help when I need to get some ish done. Like, I just get myself in this kind of amniotic fluid kind of bubbles around me and just feel really protected as I take action and do what it is I need to do. It works really well. Yeah, so just some hot tips. If you're wondering, like, what do you mean amniotic fluid? That sounds weird. Isn't that something that, is in the womb for babies? Like, yeah, absolutely. But what more sacred waters are there on this planet at this time, if you ask me, than like the amniotic fluid that literally helps to support and create and sustain the life within the womb? Like, that's potent. That's potent water. The most potent water. And yes, I know it's full of like baby urine and all the fun things, but like, it's doing its job. That's what it's supposed to be, right? That's what I did for us last night when Kashvi said they were surrounded by entities and they won't let us sleep. Yeah, my sleep, like I've touched in here and there with you guys about it, it's just, I don't think I've gotten more than about an hour, hour and a half solid, like, at a time sleep in probably 2 months, maybe a month and a half, 2 months. It's just so interrupted, so broken. 3 different times the other night, and then only once, thankfully, last night. My dog, he'll just randomly bark in the night. And as I tune in, because you're tired, but you're very close to your intuition when you're in this state. So when you wake up, just tune in. Like, why did I just wake up? Well, entities be off the chain out here, whether you can sense them or not. I think even people who can't really sense, see, feel, hear entities are starting to. But yet maybe they don't register that that's what this is. Because the veil between, reality that we see as our 3D waking life and the astral realm is like paper thin, if not like all sorts of holes that punch through it, like ready to completely dissolve. Like, how I see it is the astral realm has almost completely merged with our waking reality. Even if we can't, again, see, taste, touch, sense, smell, all the awareness, even if we can't sense it in some way, doesn't mean it's not there. Like, we talk about here a lot lately, specifically about how what's actually out there, we can only see between 0.5% to 5% of what's actually in existence in this realm. That's just in this realm. We're not talking even interdimensionally or anything. We're just talking about in this realm. So yeah, when stuff starts to hit the fan with these entities coming in, you'll just notice like anxiety for a lot of people has been off the chain, and anxiety for me, it can just start causing headaches. Not these like deep seated back like of the neck head headaches, migraines that I get, but like kind of behind the eyes, kind of temples, like tension headache. I notice that anxiety starts to manifest in that way. Another way is like stomach upset, GI upset, just feeling really lethargic or like the wind has been taken out of your sails. There's a lot of just energy harvesting going on, especially, I mean, just look at what's going on in the world right now. It's just chaos, 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 chaos. Look over here. No, look over here. No, look over here. Like, it's a lot. So, for those that are called, a nice big social media detox between now and through the election of the US election is like, that's like prescription med number one for you to like let a little bit of this anxiety slough off of you. At least, anxiety's still going to find us because, like I said, the entities are on and popping. They are popping, locking all over the place. They are everywhere. We had a field full of them all around us as a center point, and I just asked the true, organic, authentic source to help just cross them over for healing while me being an anchor to help. Oh, wow, that's powerful. Yeah. Yep, that's what I have since Tuesday. Fun. Haha. More entities around. Yeah. And even if you can't sense them, they can sense you. They know you're there and they're doing what they do. So keep that in mind. It's a lot. It's a lot out here. But because we're going to be doing a free one card pull, and I was going to do a collective reading, but then I just felt the need to ask Wrigley in the car today to vote between a collective reading or free one card pull for my live stream today. And Wrigley voted for a free one card pull for everybody. So you can thank Wrigley for the switch up of agenda today. Next Wednesday, we'll do the collective reading just to dive into the energies, just see. It feels to me like the name of the game is just kind of going into monk mode, hermit mode a little bit, doing some healing, or as I like to call it, peeling, just sloughing off what is no longer serving you, which most of these traumas are not serving us. They are serving a lot of this just outside interference, noise, entities, other people looking to get a quick fix that are energy vampires, Hi, Linda. Hi, Critty. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, if I forget to shout you out and see you in the comments, I sometimes I'll see that someone came in and I'm like kind of like saying hi to them as I'm like talking, but you don't know that, right? I'm so excited to have you all here. So fun. I turned off my vibes to see them, but Kashvi sees them all the time, and I get into clearing them. I fell. They see our inner light. Yes, absolutely. It's like the lighthouses in the dark. I mean, we can't, even when we dim our light and try to hide, the fact that we're these pure souls or pure spirits deep down, they still can see us, like coming from a mile away. They can see us. And even people who seem to be completely disconnected from source somehow can sense. And I think it's through like that hive mind, AI, bot, NPC like connection that the Matrix can sense it. So then they send these people in our arena. And I don't know what it is. Yes, going up to the school to pick people up from school, my kids, my boys. And yes, I know people are out of school. So there's people crossing the street, there's people walking. But has anyone else noticed the fact that you're just trying to get where you're going, and there's just like, there's a deer trying to cross here. There's some random guy that like almost just came out of nowhere. Like, where's he even coming from? Walking here, and they take their sweet A time. They just mosey. And I'm like, I have places to be. And then I like got to check myself. Like, why am I in a rush? I don't really have to be anywhere. I just want to be home because this feels so weird out here. People cutting you off. And I keep using that like as an example. Like, oh, you get cut off in traffic. I keep getting cut off in traffic. And I don't know if this is because these people can't see me or what, but I'm like, I'm being very careful to allow my energy to be seen when I'm out driving because I don't need any kind of accident or, wreckage going on. But man, it's just delay. There's just weird obstacle here. People coming in from the wood, or you notice, this is something I've noticed too, is where was it I recently noticed this? Because I was like, I need to talk about this because I was almost like testing, like, okay, I see no one's here. Where was it? Trying to remember. I can't remember, but I was going somewhere. And when I first showed up, it was me and the kids. First showed up, no one was there. Like, a couple workers and oh, it was Walmart. It was Walmart, huh? The parking lot at Walmart, at least my Walmart, is always full. But yet you go in the store, there's like hardly anyone around. Workers here, workers there. Because I had to drop those candles off to my mother-in-law. That's where it was. That's what I was doing. So I dropped the candles off to her. She works in the vision center. So I was talking to her, hanging out with her, and then just trying to get to the door, which is like right by the vision center. I'm like trying to get out, and they're just like populating just right there. Almost it feels like this mad rush of like 30 people coming in all at once. I'm like, what is happening? I just don't get it. Yeah, people are driving crazy around here too. And normally for Montana, like we're usually pretty polite drivers, but I've noticed like that rule book has just gone out the window. I don't know what it is. I mean, it doesn't surprise me that it's not just where I'm at or just me that's experiencing this. A lot of people are. Yes, Amber saying she's yes for her for sure. Yeah, almost felt almost like I almost felt like I fell in a trap to clear them. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Well, speaking of all this clearing, cleansing, all the fun things, I have not used this deck in probably 2 years. And this was, when I first got it, one of my favorite decks. And I would use it like pick a card after pick a card after pick a card. I love this deck. And I'm just like, I'm rediscovering my loves over there on my shelf, my big closet shelf of just Oracle cards, because you get a new one here, you get a new one there, and then you kind of just forget about your old ones. But oldies but goodies over here. So we're gonna get into where we're clearing, where we're healing, where we're peeling those parts of us that are not us, to live a more fulfilled and healed life. I'm thinking star card energy here, because at the root of that star card, it's about healing, so that you really can shine your light without feeling like you have to dim it. Yeah, so let's put an 888 in the chat. I see 8 people here. There's 2 likes on the video, so if you feel so inclined to pop a like on that video, that would be awesome. I don't know at this point that the handful of likes is going to do anything, but I appreciate it, you guys. You guys are awesome. So let's get into it for Linda. Thank you. We got 3 likes now. All right, Linda, we're going to start with you, my dear, in alignment with Linda's true spirit. Oh, funny, Marlene, before I get into Linda's, I was on Sloan Bella's channel watching some old video last night. And I saw this. Marlene, I'll show you. I saw this. I was like, oh. I know it's not you. It's Kat, someone, but they have your same profile picture. I was like, there's Marlene. Oh, wait, that's not Marlene. Do you see it right here? I'm like, what? That's so funny. Someone had your profile picture. I don't even know. Is that from something? Is that from a cartoon or a popular painting? I don't know. Maybe it is, and I'm just missing the mark here. But I was just like, whoa, that's so cool. Yeah, not you, Kat, someone or other. But I was like, whoa, I think that's exactly like Marlene's. And then when I saw your thing pop up there, I was like, oh, yes, that's it. That's the same one. Love the theme for the pick a card. I was feeling just not good yesterday. Yeah, same. And not that I was feeling bad, but I just wasn't feeling good either. It was just kind of a weird, not quite void space state that I was feeling in, but I'm feeling this weird pull to the void again, which no one likes to be in the void, but yet there's a lot of possibility and potential in the void space. So I guess we take the good with the bad. All right, Linda, in alignment with Linda's true spirit, what does Linda need to know about her healing, peeling, cleansing, clearing? Just what does she need to know? Purification. Yes, literally cleansing and clearing. So you're purifying, you're solidifying, I'm seeing this glass with like sand or silt in the bottom, and you're just pouring your cup into a new cup and kind of filtering out what just doesn't need to be there. So you are ready for this level up. And hey, as I said that, let's actually level up these readings today because I love you guys so much. We're going to do a 2-card pull. So we're going to do one from the Sacred Destiny Oracle, and then I have the butterfly life change oracle cards as well. So we're going to get one of these as well for each of you. So let's get a card for Linda in addition to this purification card. What does Linda need to know? Hobbies. Okay, so maybe you're purifying your time, your schedule, so that you have more time for your hobbies. And there's a lot of yellow here. So that might be a power color, or, yellow chakra is that, solar plexus. And as I said, yellow, I look out my window. You guys have to see the beautiful fall colors. Look at this yellow out here. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. And we finally have some smoke that went away. We had another big fire in the area, but it looks like it's mostly going away. And wasn't able to see any of the auroras the past few nights because there's just these HARP chem clouds all over. They're just like, they kind of like section off. You can kind of see them up here. I'll show you what I'm talking about. How they're just kind of almost like a vibration was put, and my screen is making it look weird, so I apologize. Almost like a vibration has kind of pieced them apart. They're not natural. You can just tune in if you're anything like me. I just look up at the sky, I tune in, and I'm like, natural or not? It's kind of like who wore it better, nature or HARP? Oh my gosh. Yeah, so you are purifying, you're cleansing, you're clearing. Let's get into the next reading. Let's see. I had to scroll back up because you guys are here. All right. So let's get into it for Michelle. Welcome, Michelle. Good to see you. All right, Michelle. What does Michelle need to know? Oh, and just so you know, no donations yet. So, and we are going to do our giveaway and our drawing today, just so we're clear. Yay, yay, yay. All right. So what do we need to know for Michelle? Tuning into Michelle's true spirit. What is she clearing, cleansing, purifying, healing? Power. Wow. Anything that's standing in your way of your power or your sovereignty or feeling like you're the one in charge, or at least helping co-create your life, that it's not just on this roller coaster where you have no power or authority. You're stepping back into your power or finding where those blockages to your power are so you can dig them up from the depths and let them go. All right, what else does Michelle need to know about her healing, cleansing, clearing? All right. And we have your memories. Wow. So there might be stuff from the past that you still think about where you felt out of your power. And one really powerful, no pun intended, one powerful exercise you can do, especially for these things that your mind cycles back to, or your heart just feels so heavy when you think about certain memories, certain people, certain situations in your past. You can actually go into kind of a meditation or shamanic journey where you're going back into the energy, maybe even the like physical surroundings, and the people are there, like kind of in your inner space, to where you can have a different outcome. You can even have your higher self or yourself today now come in and hold the hand of that past version of you, be it a child, be it a teenager, be it an early, however, 20s, 30s, however old when you were when this thing happened, to like flip the script, because everything that you change about your past will reflect and reverberate into your present and your future as well. So healing the past, clearing the things that are keeping some people anchored in the past. For me, a big hang up in my past was, the loss of my best friend. First, for 10 years before he even died, there was the loss of him, that I had no access to him, couldn't talk to him, couldn't, do anything, couldn't have any kind of connection relationship. It was just like, he's alive, but really he's dead to me. Through no fault of mine or his, it, just happened. He got married. She didn't like me. I understand, I understand. But yet for so long, I just held on to that. And then when he died, I found out the day after he died, I was actually able to make it to his funeral, which felt like a slight closure, but there was no casket or anything. So still, I'm like, weird things. But I was hung up on that for probably, that was 2016, probably till about early last year. I finally was just like, I actually feel like I've done enough healing on this that it's not consuming me when I kind of get in these more sad or anxious or depressed states, because that's where my mind would just instantly go to. Now I'm currently just kind of working with my like early childhood into my teen years about just the loss, or, really there was no deep connection with my father ever, but I'm healing the father wound as much as I can. So maybe you're kind of diving back into your past, Michelle, and doing some healing in areas specifically surrounding the masculine, because those were kind of my two examples about masculine energy in my life that just wasn't flowing, wasn't going correctly. All right. Brandy Lynn. No, I just skipped Amber. Amber. Let's get Amber two cards. We're doing a 2-card pull. If you're just joining us, put 888 in the chat and I will pull you 2 cards. See what you get for showing up. You don't get just one card pull. You get 2 card pull just because I feel like it. All right, Amber, let's get into it. What's Amber? Healing, peeling, cleansing, clearing, purifying. Action. Wow. What you're clearing, cleansing, healing, peeling is just this sense of like almost hangman energy about not being able to move forward, not being able to do what it is your heart, your spirit desires in this life, because finances, because husband, because feelings of unworthiness, trapped trauma from the past. You are maybe bringing this up, and maybe this can be homework for the weekend, or whenever you feel like, because there are some times I'm like, oh, I know I want to do this specific shamanic journey, but like I don't feel like it's quite the time yet. But just maybe keeping a little journal or list of the different journeys of healing you want to do could benefit you. And then when you are feeling a certain type of way, like, yeah, let me do some healing, you can check that list and just kind of intuitively feel where you would most benefit from clearing, cleansing, healing, peeling, all the things. So finally, something's moving forward because you're clearing the blocks to whatever that is. All right, what else for Amber, please? What else? Spiritual growth. Wow. So you're really taking some strides, some action into your spiritual journey, which you've already been doing this for a very, very hot minute. But it's like as you peel these layers away, you're just getting deeper and deeper rooted into your spirit, or allowing more of your spirit to come online. And especially when our bodies don't feel good, we're not eating the best, we don't feel good in our skin, it's really hard to anchor more and more and more of our spirit in, because we would literally pass away if our spirit just came in hot. It's too much energy for the body. But when you can get your body, mind, body, and spirit, emotions all in alignment with your highest possible good, you're unstoppable. That's why there's so many agendas targeting keeping our bodies sick, keeping our bodies tired, keeping us distracted. So I got just chills, Amber. You're taking it to the streets as far as taking your power back, clearing blockages to your action, and clearing any blockages to your spiritual connection. You're working on that. And your spirit's also working through things. It's not like our human aspects just sitting here having to do all the work. Our spirit's going to meet us more than halfway usually. So even just setting that intention that my spirit's going to really come show up for me in this and allow me to have the space, the time, the care that I need, intuitively guide me what it is I need to do to get myself as spiritually right as I can. That'll really help. All right. So love the theme for the pick a card. I was feeling just not good. Oh, I read that. Yeah. I'm having fun with the pick a cards, bringing them back. All right, Brandy Lynn. Ooh, that was a forgiveness card, but I don't know. I wasn't quite tuned into your energy yet. So let's tune in for Brandy Lynn. What does Brandy Lynn need to know about her healing, peeling, cleansing, clearing in alignment with her true spirit? Freedom. Well, we did have that forgiveness card. So maybe forgiveness is leading to freedom, but there's something that's leading you to greater freedom. Or as you clear away, do some purification, cleansing, clearing, you're gaining more freedom. And what I'm seeing is like the Fool card, how he's got that little stick and bag, he's traveling very lightly. Someone who's like, just take a hoarder as like a, I'm not saying you're a hoarder, but like as an example, that person could not just pick up a few things and go because they have such emotional attachment to their stuff. And, I'm borderline. Like I have very sentimental items that I'm trying to work through and be able to let go, just because I don't need these things in my life anymore. The memories, getting rid of the thing is not going to take away the memories. So maybe you are kind of lightening your load in a way, be this mental, spiritual, emotional, physical. There's something you're doing to lighten your load. Very full energy. So it's going to help you with a new beginning. All right, what else for Brandy Lynn? Healing, peeling, cleansing, clearing. Seeking and finding. Wow. Pairing that up with the freedom card. So whatever it is you're seeking, it's also seeking you. Whatever it is you're finding, you're going to find some really great results is what I'm hearing. And it's weird because I did not feel this pull for anyone else, but I'm going to pull you a tea leaf as well, Brandy Lynn. I just follow the intuition. Grasshopper. Situations in the balance that require careful handling. And that's maybe part of this seeking and finding is, maybe there's certain aspects of yourself that you didn't even realize were lost or just not available for you, but you're digging to deeper layers to be able to bring your mind, body, spirit into more balance, which is pretty powerful, pretty potent energy right there. All right, let's get into it for Marlene. What does Marlene need to know about healing, peeling, cleansing, clearing? Woo! Well, you have a lot going on here. They kind of fell off to the side in my lap, didn't quite slip through, but we have blessings, we have pleasure, and we have action. So what I'm getting, this is telling a very clear story about you being able to take action in the direction of what brings you happiness and joy, and that will in turn bring you blessings. So you're on this new path. And that path, yeah, it's kind of going up, but it doesn't feel like this really steep hike. Like, wow, I'm really exerted here. This is so exhausting and it's difficult. And then we have a deer, which to me, deer, and it's a fawn, it's a baby, it's got those spots. This is about being gentle, but also being on guard. Like deer are very, gentle, very restful, but yet at the same time, they're always aware of their surroundings. But you being aware of, just the things that could go wrong, but not going into this like fatalistic kind of thinking, but just being aware, yeah, this could be a pitfall, that could be a pitfall, but like I'm just like Knight of Pentacles energy, just taking one step at a time. Slow and steady is going to win the race, and that will bring the blessings. But let's see what else is coming in for Marlene. A 4-card reading. Welcome the new. Yes, new beginnings. But yeah, a lot of times it's and it's not even sometimes that the ending of one thing coincides with the beginning of another, because sometimes we get these ideas for these new beginnings, but yet we're nowhere near being able to close out these old cycles yet. Doesn't mean at times that we can't get started on something new. And as we almost find this passion or desire or drive to follow that new path, it's almost like we're then able to like almost have this detachment to the old. And then we can kind of work our way through it to where it doesn't feel like this abrupt pulling of a cord. My whole life's in chaos. Now I got to start all over. We can kind of have these energies overlap. And that's what I see is going to be your best interest, is to allow the new to come in, maybe even before that you're closing out those old cycles. And maybe it's like one old cycle in your personal life is leading to a new beginning in a career, but yet they're kind of overlapping, something like this. But as long as you're taking action in a direction that feels really fulfilling to you, you're going to be in a really good place. And it is going to bring blessings and enlightenment, because you had a 5th card just pop out. And this one on the top is trying to come out. Oh, it's your same one again. Welcome the new. So yes. Woo! Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff coming in for you, Marlene, and it makes me feel really excited. And then on the back of the deck, you get like a 7-card reading here, Marlene. Miracles. Big miracles coming in. All right. Wow, we went in for Marlene. Kashfi, let's get Kashfi some cards. Oh, the sunflower is a symbolism for your dad. I love that, Linda. That's so cool. So know that he is supporting you in any of these purifications that you're making. All right, tuning in for Kashfi. Kashfi, what does Kashfi need to know? Healing, peeling, cleansing, clearing, illumination. And look at the foggy, very, it just feels kind of eerie situation going on this lake here. But illumination is like she's seeing beyond the veil. You're seeing beyond the veil, Kashfi. There's something you're actually learning because of this. Let's tune in, see if there's anything else to add to this. And I just heard also pull a tea leaf, so I guess we're doing that too. Join in. What is she joining in? Okay, this is like a side message, something at school where you're not just joining in like these activities and stuff that I know you've been involved in, but maybe you're being able to join into a group of friends that's already existing and you're kind of becoming part of that group. Friend group, yeah. And two, I guess. Beetle, good fortune, and funnel, period of frustrations and lessons to be learned. I almost feel like you're partway through, and I almost said heart instead of part. You're partway through. So if you're feeling like things are really hard or difficult, Kashfi, you can push almost like the Care Bears. If you've never seen the Care Bears, it might, especially the old school Care Bears, not really, I couldn't vet anything out about the like new Care Bears, but like the Care Bear movie and the Care Bear cousins and like the 80s version of Care Bears, how they all, instead of trying to defeat the bad guy by like swords and weapons and fighting, they all gather together, safety in numbers, and they use their tummies to send like all this love to the bad guy. And then the bad guy transforms into something lovable because he wasn't able to see his own good side. He just could only, the bad guy could only see his bad. But the Care Bears sending that love were able to illuminate for the bad guy the love. So I'm not saying to send these entities love, but I am seeing you sending these entities healing so that they can cross over, so that they can see their own light and realize who and what they are. Of course, if you're dealing with any real bad entities, of course your mom can step in and help you. You don't have to do it alone. That's where I think the grouping of the Care Bears comes in, is like you and your mom can be like Care Bears together. Very cute, very fun. That's what I actually wrote on something when they asked what you wanted to be when you grew up. I wrote a Care Bear. Like fully not understanding the assignment, yet maybe I understood it too well. I specifically remember this was third grade. Third grade. I wrote on this paper because like, well, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I think I wrote a couple other like job titles as well. Don't remember what they were, but I know for sure I wrote, I want to be a Care Bear. And in a way, I kind of am now. Like that's kind of what I do. So I love that for me, and I love that for you, Kashmi. Oh, that was fun. So cute. All right. Janice, hello, hello. Let's get you 2 cards, or more if there are going to be more coming out. Tuning into Janice's true spirit. What is Janice? Cleansing, clearing, healing, peeling, purifying. You get 2. Yep, because that's the trajectory we're going. Okay. Have some patience, because there is a new gateway, a new timeline, a new door opening, a new opportunity coming, just with a bit of patience. And you don't have to sit here and rest on your laurels and just twiddle your thumbs during this time before this opportunity comes in, Janice. This is the time you can get to work on just clearing maybe your physical space, maybe cleaning out your car, maybe, getting a haircut, getting your nails did, whatever it is that resonates for you, kind of cleansing, clearing, purifying. Could even be spiritual connection that you're doing with your own spirit to cleanse and clear and heal old trauma. But have some patience. It's not all going to happen overnight, which I call around here, it's called the dreaded P word, because nobody wants to be patient when they want things to happen and manifest. Nobody. But if you can have that patience and do that kind of work, that due diligence as you're waiting for new opportunities, or trying to create those new opportunities, you're not maybe just sitting here waiting around. You're making things happen by having that patience, but yet getting things done in the meantime. And the end of an era. And that what might be why the patience card came up, is you're kind of between worlds. It's very kind of High Priestess meets the Hanged Man energy and tarot of your life. There's something much bigger, greater available to you, but you're not maybe quite sure what that is yet. And you're kind of almost in this limbo kind of, just kind of purgatory state right now. And if that's not the case right now, it could be recent past or near future, because those energies seem very similar when I read on those energies. So Janice, if you have recently come out of this period I'm talking about, then know you're most likely out of it. Like, we're just picking up on the past energy. But if you are currently going through this, just know it won't last forever. If it's still into the near future, again, won't last forever. But you can take that time where you're asking that patience is asking you to just be patient, to maybe do some work, do some cleansing, do some clearing. All right. Stagger these back in. All right, Banana Anna S. Oh, well, this card came off a different deck, so we're going to take this one for you, but also this. What else does Banana Anna S need to know? In alignment with her true spirit, cleansing, clearing, healing, peeling. We have delight. This one wanted to come out too, and community. So delight. This really is, the root of joy. Like, this is joyful. Almost like a little sparrow or whatever kind of bird this is, just singing, just for the sake of singing. Not because it has to sound pretty or trying to attract a mate. No, none of that. It's just about singing for the sake of singing. So even if you're someone who just sings in the car, or you feel like, oh, I'm off key, I don't sing very well, or maybe you feel like, hey, I'm decent at singing, whatever, wherever you fall in that spectrum, I feel like singing is going to be very important, very powerful for you. But just think, just the act of humming can be so cleansing and clearing. And if you're hitting specific notes or tones, it can heal different things in your energy field. Maybe even using tuning forks and trying to match that pitch with your voice can amplify that sound throughout your body in a greater way than just hearing it around you. Like, I have these tuning forks downstairs, which is weird. I don't think we can pick them up on the live stream. Like, if I were to tap my tuning fork, I don't think you can hear it, but I got them for my healing practice and they are working wonders. But healing with the voice, and also being part of some community, especially after, it could be way back in the past. It could be recent past, whenever you maybe had a falling out with a group of friends, or I'm feeling like high school vibes with this. So this might have been quite a while ago. That it's kind of made you a bit leery to just dip your toe into this community, that community. But you're finding a way to actually, it's almost like the community somehow finding you. And I see this playing out over the next 3 months. Again, getting a very specific time for you, Banana Anna S. But this also came out. So reach out to the potential that is calling for you. Potential and possibility, future highest self, and quantum. Wow. Wow. I think that just kind of is a moment in and of itself. But let's also get you a butterfly card, which you had a lot of butterflies in this card as well. So let's just see what else Banana S is healing, peeling, cleansing, clearing. What else she needs to know about her healing journey. Ooh, you get 2. So memories and the new exercise program. Exercise program doesn't have to just be physical exercise. It could be mental exercise. It could be meditation. It could be exercising willpower in one way or another. But if you are looking to do physical, actual exercise, it doesn't have to be boring old this, boring old that. Fine, you name an exercise, and I will tell you someone who absolutely hates that kind of exercise. But then you name a different exercise, I can tell you someone who loves that kind of exercise. And literally dancing. Singing and dancing, that's your jam in this reading. Dancing can be seen as an exercise, and that's probably, in my opinion, one of the most fun exercises out there is dancing. Even if you're learning a routine like off of TikTok or YouTube or something, and then learning to perform that, I don't know what I'm doing. Learning to perform that, just not to perform it for anybody except for yourself. It just feels so good to learn. I was in dance squad in high school, so like I sometimes I itch to like learn a dance and just do it. Maybe I should do that. But there may be some memories from your past coming up, and that might be kind of tied to this community card about a falling out of a group of friends, or a friend that left the group, or if you were the friend that left a group, and maybe doing some cleansing, clearing surrounding that, because you are bringing in a new community, or you're strengthening a community you're already in. Right. Lots of cards coming out today. Cards everywhere. All right, what else do we have going on? Let's see. He passed on 10/10 of 04, so that was yesterday. So that would have been 20 years ago yesterday. Wow. That's kind of a sad anniversary, but, paying that honor and love and respect to him, I think, is really beautiful. Aw, very, very sad, but also he's still around. I can feel it. I can feel it. All right, let's see. Melissa, welcome, Melissa. Let's get you some cards. All right, Melissa. All right, here we go. Melissa. Healing, peeling, cleansing, clearing. We have taking risks. So you are rising above a situation. That's the first and foremost what I'm seeing here. And this to me feels like ancient, like trauma, ancient wounding that you're ready to let go of. This could be from past lives, like multiple past lives. You're ready to let go of this. How is this being let go? How's Melissa letting this go? Well, definitely by taking some sort of risk, but also you're having some sort of realization and epiphany. It's like this aha moment that you're just like, oh, that's why I do that. Or, oh, I can't believe that person said that, and now I know their true colors. Big epiphany in some way. But it's you getting this higher perspective. You're not just here lost among the weeds. Like, you're flying high. You're seeing the bigger picture here in something. And that's going to lead to some sort of realization or epiphany for you to be able to take a risk in regards to your healing. But it doesn't feel like some big risk where you're, plopping down thousands of dollars for this thing. Then it turns out, oh, that was a risky endeavor. It didn't work. Or, jumping out of an airplane. I mean, it doesn't have to be risk in that regard. But what I'm seeing for you for this, Melissa, is about having like some kind of discomfort surrounding a trigger. And instead of you just retreating into your, safe space about the trigger and just trying to shut down about it, instead you're feeling it's almost like poking a bruise, like, ooh, that hurts. But like, let's get to the heart of this. Let's get to the root of this. And you're feeling into it in a safe way, But that to me can be, it's a very risky endeavor to step out of our comfort zone when we're feeling triggered to try to get to the root of the trigger so we're not triggered by it anymore. That's what this feels like for me, for you, Melissa. All right. You're so welcome, Michelle. Absolutely. All right, Critty, let's get you some cards. Here we go, Critty. And we have your gateway as well. So new opportunity, new timeline. Just you're ready. You're ready to move forward with something. That's what's healing. That's what's peeling is whatever was holding you back. So what else? What else for Critty? This gateway card. And I used to always call this the derpy unicorn. It just kind of looks like a badly rendered 3D model of a unicorn, but like at the same time, he's super cute. I love it. We also have 2 of these cards coming out for you. So we have retirement and be true to you. So Critty, even if you're not anywhere near retirement age, just doesn't mean you have to like leave your job and like just retire. It doesn't mean that. This is just retiring old timelines, retiring from old ways that you used to operate. Maybe you're retiring old things from your wardrobe that just don't resonate with who you are today. Because if you look around your space, your home, your life, everything and everyone that's in your life and around you is a manifestation of your past. So you may be letting go of some of your past to be able to step into a more authentic version of yourself. Because, and what I'm seeing in my mind's eye right now is that meme of the butterfly sitting down to have coffee with the caterpillar. And the caterpillar's like, man, you've changed. And the butterfly's like, yeah, we're supposed to. So this to me feels like, even if people in your life have been like, oh, you've changed. Well, yeah, for the better. And you're still stuck in your old toxicity, and I'm not going to be held down anymore. Like, that's the vibe here. You're retiring old, whatever that is, relationships, friendships, wardrobe items, jobs, limiting beliefs that just are holding you back from stepping through this gateway into this new energy. And you're ready for some big level up here. So powerful. Awesome, Critty. I have chills. The clouds look like the malevolent storm energy. Yeah. And every time they've done this, it's done something weird with our weather. Because Montana, especially this end of Montana, we're not supposed to get tornadoes, but we got those. And they're like, oh, it wasn't a tornado. It was a gust-nado, like a gust of wind that caused a tornado. But like, same thing. Like, as you can see, these are kind of the lower mountains around me. A lot of these mountains, if we go out in the distance, it's hard to see because smoke and atmosphere is kind of going on out that way. But mountains usually will stop these big cyclones, you know. So the fact that we're getting them is kind of weird. But, you know, they mess with our weather and then the weather goes off the rails. I wonder why. Yeah. I have so many things I want to do today. I just cried randomly remembering my mom. Suddenly, thank you. I'm doing that every day, asking more of my inner being to come online. I love it. Yes, wings all over the place. Awesome. You're so welcome, Brandy Lynn. She's got to scamper home. Hop back on when she gets there. Yay. All right, Amber A. Let's get you some cards. And so far we have no donations, so we may just be going right into the giveaway after we finish this part. All right. In alignment with Amber A's true spirit, what is she healing, cleansing, clearing, peeling away? We have potential. Okay, so not you're clearing away your potential, but the things that are standing in the way of said potential. And I know this is like the Milky Way galaxy, and then we have this mountain here, but it almost to me feels like an eruption of like just pure possibility. So it's like you're allowing your spirit to really come in and fill in all the cracks or the spaces, bringing these new potentials, not just your hidden potential, but like new potentials in your reality, like opportunities, potentials for deeper connections with people you love, a lot of things like this. What else? You're somehow clearing blocks. I wonder how is Amber A clearing these blocks to her potential? Through religion or spirituality, most likely spirituality here. And we have the butterfly that's on the back of the deck. Look at that. So it's the same one. So it's like token. This is like the special one. So you're bringing more of your spirituality online, really leaning into your spiritual practice, your spiritual gifts to allow your potential. Maybe even setting the intention that your true spirit will start to show you or lead you in the direction of your highest potential. Pretty powerful. But really leaning into your spiritual practice is going to be the key, which unlocks the door of potential. All right. She does he beyond the veil already. It's her birthday. Oh, it's her birthday, and we're going to celebrate on Monday in school. Yes, difficulty finding her place, especially making friends, etc. Wow, chills. And I've been including her in healings I do together so she gets to know how to handle stuff. Yes, I love that. Also put her protection around her all the time. Yeah, that's so awesome. Yeah, that's one of the best things we as parents can do is teach our kids what they don't get taught in school, which is about the fact that we are these limitless beings having these human experiences and that we have more power than anyone ever told us we did. So powerful to add or incorporate into your parenting if you have kids. That's awesome. Thank you. Resonates so much. So much it resonates. Oh, you're so welcome. Her birthday theme for tomorrow, birthday party is unicorn from My Little Pony. Oh, that's so funny because that was also an 80s cartoon. So like 80s cartoon vibes. I love that. Happy birthday, Kashvi. That's so exciting. All right. Let's see. You're so welcome, Janice. Absolutely. All right. Yes, I did a reading for you a few minutes ago, Kriti. So we're going to move on now to our giveaway. So where are we going to go? Let's just use this one. This is always fun. The golden or gilded tarot. Here we go. So all you have to do, if you're new here, you don't know how this works, all you got to do is figure out or determine or guess or use your intuition what card I'm pulling out of here, and you have as many chances to get this right as you see fit. So guess, determine, whatever. Wow. For a second there, I thought someone had it. Very close. Alrighty. I wish I had some like thinking music, some like tending to your intuition music. Someday. Like I'm gonna try to get my ish together with like I think you have to buy StreamYard or one of those OBO like off YouTube kind of live stream studio type things. Page of Pentacles, ding 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 ding. We have a winner. The first guess was Linda with the Page of Cups. I was like, oh, someone got it? Oh, no. Page of Pentacles. And yeah, I'm not trying to blind anyone here. These are just very, very shiny cards. But I feel like we're going to move into this deck for your reading. All you are feeling swords. All right, Amber, go ahead and post a question. We're going to get right into it for you. And while we do that, let's see who would like to be put into today's drawing. Put a 777 in the chat and we will get you added to our little list here. And I will write your name. And we have some names that are left over from our big candle box giveaway and a couple other things. So let's see. Woo! We're losing them. Okay. See if any of these lovely people are here. We got Marlene's name here, so we're going to pull that one out. Amber A was here a moment ago. I have her name written already. If she's here and wants to get her name added. Lots of Katie R's going on up in here. Let's see. Kalite, Brianna. Linda H. Is Linda here? There's her. Yes, we got Linda's name. And there's Marlene again. Okay. There's Florence. Hello, Florence. Welcome, welcome. All right. So I'm going to write some names out. We have some little slips of paper to do so. I have to cut some new names. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. I'll just cut a whole stack of them. Why not? Okay. Let's write some names. And let's see. And Amber will be thinking of a question. So Linda, we got your name. Marlene, we have your name. Banana S. Let's get you written down. And oh, a reading for Kashvi's birthday. Oh, cool. Yes, I will timestamp that. Thank you for reminding me, Amber. And Kashvi. And Florence B. All right. Woo. Okay, do we have everybody? We do. Okay, let's get everybody entered that wants to be entered. All right, we have Kashfi going in. We have Florence B. And Amber 9 in. Got Banana Anna S. Marlene. And Linda H. Yeah, those are just little leftover strips from my Kanban board, which if you don't know what that is, it's like a planning board to plan your like your goals. Here we go. And I didn't want to just throw them away because I just needed the sticky part, and they were like the mini sticky notes, but I didn't want to throw away what I cut off because I just needed the sticky part. So I kept them for like years, and now I'm using them. Okay, here we go. Winner. Banana Anna S from A Different Day. I wrote that a different day, not a pink one. There we go. We have today's winner. So we're going to get into Kashfi's reading, and then we will get Banana Anna S. And it looks like we have a donation from Marlene for a 1-card pull. Oh, let me add, Kriti. We just did the pull of the drawing, but if you come back, you can check each live stream. I don't, like lately, I haven't been doing the giveaway every single live stream because I've been kind of doing webinars and pick a cards and trying to go more in depth with my, and kind of switch up my content a little bit over here from time to time. So I'll do the giveaways from time to time, maybe not every single live stream like I had been for like months on end, but I still love doing them. So I want to do them at least from time to time. So if you can't make each live stream, all you have to do is just click on it after the fact. And if you have won, Kriti, I would timestamp your name in the pinned comment, and you could just go directly to your reading. You don't even have to watch the 2, 3, sometimes 4-hour live streams we get going on over here. But I'm going to add you right now. Okay, make sure I have your name spelled correctly. Okay, so we already pulled today's winner, but I will add you in just so you're included. You're in here, so you have a possibility to win. Awesome. Okay, so let's get into it for Kashfi's birthday message. What does Kashfi need to know? Birthday message. We're using this fun Tarot of the Unknown, which is very Halloween vibes. All right, Kashfi birthday message. All right, here we go. We have the Beast, which is the Devil card. And we have the Ace of Wands. Okay, I actually really like this combination. I'm going to tell you why. So the Beast, or the Devil, it is indicative of creativity, but it can also be you like getting in the way of your own creativity by trying to second guess yourself. That's like the double-edged sword of the Devil. Is like it's very highly creative, but yet at the same time it's like its own worst critic with its creations. And that's what I see here, is maybe you not feeling like your work is good enough or as good as that other person's. But with the Ace of Wands here, you're going to have a lot of inspiration to create things, to make things, to, you know, just try harder in certain areas of life. Oh, if you go to, you want to look up 10 Hours of Power, which I know Pleiadian Healer, or sorry, Shamanic Self talks about that. But if you go to astroseek.com, it is part of like the solar return chart. Yeah, perfectionist. That's exactly what this is. But with the Ace of Wands coming out, there may be some inspiration on how to overcome the perfectionism. But yeah, if you go to astroseek.com, or however that is, whatever that website is. Let's see. Astro. I think it's like astro-seek, if I remember correctly. Yeah. And then if you go on there in the drop-down menu, if I remember right, it's taking forever to load. Oh, here we go. So if you're on a computer, I don't know how it looks on a phone because it's different for sure. But on the computer, if you just go to astro-seek.com, in the second little list of horoscopes and what have you, it's predictive astrology and personal prognosis. There's the solar return is the second one in. Oh, you're on it on the computer. Okay. So the solar return is in the second row. You see like these charts, and then there's like a heart and like a moon, but go down to the second row. It says solar return. Click on that chart. Then you'll type in of course, her birth date and information, and then the soul return year, you'll put this year, obviously, and then the city that you're currently residing in or that she's going to be in on that day. So, like for me, when I did my 10 hours of power, I actually had to put for this last year, I had to actually put Libby because I was in Libby for my like cousin chick reunion during that time. And I was sleeping most of the time, which is good. Like that's fine. If you have to sleep, it's actually pretty beneficial to be sleeping during your 10 hours of power. But for her to be able to set like some really clear intentions around that time is so powerful. Yeah, any of you that are having a birthday, go to your solar return chart, and find your 10 hours of power. And you want to try as you may to be as alone as possible during that time so no one's interfering in your intentions for your year ahead. Of course, Kashfi can't really be alone. She's a little too young to just be all on her own, but Amber, you can facilitate her some time, especially if it's not during when she's sleeping. You can facilitate some time for her to be able to kind of be in her own energy and do the things that light her up and bring her happiness. All right, let's see what else we need to know for Kashfi. Solar return, birthday. Oh, it's the morning of her birthday. Okay, so one thing you can do to support her is maybe to make her like a breakfast in bed situation to where, maybe you're not even talking to her and you let her know ahead of time so she doesn't think you're ignoring her or anything, and just kind of set her up for success here. And you bring her breakfast in bed, and then, I would say even to hold off on giving gifts and stuff until that 10 hours of power is over, just so that the 10 hours of power can be the focus during the 10 hours of power. And then the gifts and the party and the fun and all that fun stuff can be after. And sometimes the 10 hours of power, just make sure you check the date. It could be like the day before, the day after, day of, just make sure. But if it is the morning of her birthday, if it's like part of it's during the night, that's great, actually. That's great. She can set her intention the night before, and maybe you can help her do that the night before. We have heavenly signs. So connection to your spirit, connection to your grandmother, Kashfi. This feels very beautiful. What else does Kashfi need to know about the birthday coming up? We have healthcare change. So you're changing your health habits in some way. Okay, so 9:51, I can speak. So the 5 hours before that and the 5 hours after that. So maybe some of those hours before that, she's still going to be sleeping, which is good. And then, but that's the thing. If she sets her intention to kind of be in this kind of solar return healing chamber, and then she does want to go do something fun with you, or does want to meet up with, friends or whatever, she doesn't have to just be in like complete hermit mode. I mean, that's hard for kids. 10 hours for an adult to just be in their own energy sometimes can be a lot. Not for someone like me. I love that. I am all about that. But there are some people that just cannot be alone with themselves. It's like nails on a chalkboard. Oh no, she wakes up at 6:10. Okay, so she probably will only have like the hour before she wakes up as the first of the 10 hours of power. But yeah, she may be making some changes to the way she heals or just becoming more healthy in some way. All right, let's get a closing card. Mindful message for Kashfi's birthday. That's kind of my kids too. They're both early birds. And I used to call, we called Wrigley for like the first year. Well, not even, we still call him that, Wiggles. We called him Wiggles from like the time he was in the womb, because he was a very active womb walker, kicker, whatever we're calling it. But we started calling him Worm, like Wiggles turned into Wiggle Worm, turned into Worm. So we still, to this day, he's going to be 10. We still call him Worm. But yeah, it's, then we were starting to call, because we called him Worm, we started to call Boston Early Bird. Like, early bird gets the worm. Because Boston will wake up super dang early, and then he's bored, he wants to play, so he would always, get Wrigley up out of his crib, or, not like take him out, but like poke at him until he woke up, and then I got 2 boys up super early. But if I just let Wrigley do his own thing, or he had a friend over, and both the days that friend was over, they both slept up in his top bunk together, like cute little kids. It was cute. But Wrigley actually slept till noon both of those days. Never in his life has he slept till noon. But it's because Boston wasn't in there to try to poke him away. Like, hey, get up with me. Boston's definitely the early bird. Wrigley is kind of not by choice, but by whatever. But unlike, like, if my brother or sister would have woke me up when I was growing up and I was still tired, I'd have just been like, "Get out of my room, going back to bed." But Regulation's like, "I guess I'm up now." All right. Tune in. So this is your birthday message. So today, before doing what I normally do, I will take a moment to slow down, to place my hands at my heart space, and take a few deep breaths. I will ask myself what I truly want and will honor however I am feeling. So that's a good exercise for the 10 hours of power, but like also for like life in general every day to kind of just set those intentions, tune in. What does my heart want? What does my spirit want? What does my body want today? It's pretty rare that any one person ever just tunes into their body, not their mind, not their emotions, but the body itself to be like, what do you need today? What can I do to support you today? You're the star of the show today. What can I do for you? And I think that really pairs up well with these healthcare changes. So maybe Kashvi's kind of instituting a kind of morning routine where she tunes in and is like, well, what do I want to do today? I know there are days where we have to go to school, we have to go to this, activity, that activity. So a lot of our time is not really our own, but the time that is your own, you can use that time to tune in and then do whatever guidance comes through. All right, so that was Kashvi's reading. So let's pull a few cards for Banana Anna S. And we're going to pull some of the Sacred Destiny Oracle cards. Oh, card of the picture of the card. Did I put it back? I put it back, but I know it was like an orange color, so it shouldn't be too hard. There it is. Yes, I'll take a picture. I'll just do that right now. Banana and S, you're on deck. We're going to get you. And then Marlene. We have a one card pull for Marlene. Let me... Okay. Boom. Boom. There we go. Sent. I think. Yes. Okay. Cool. There we go. So, Banana and S. But yeah, for Kashvi, there's definitely new beginning vibes here. Definitely. All right. Banana Anna S. What does she need to know? All right, what's going on? We have Four of Swords. That's healing, cleansing, resting. Just being able to heal from something. I mean, that's kind of been the theme the past, 2 weeks or so. We've really been diving into healing or ways we can take our power back, all the fun things. There's definitely a healing aspect to this for you. Maybe around love. And this could even be self-love. Love of life, or just kind of taking a break from things that feel maybe overwhelming and just kind of getting your, still got a groove back. Just tuning in and like, well, what is it that I do love? Kind of what we were talking about with Kashvi, just like asking your heart, like, what is it that I can love right now about myself, about life, about my partner, about my friend, about whatever, work. What else is coming through? Banana Anna S. What is Banana Anna S? You don't know. New beginning. Okay. And sometimes we are kind of in this like almost womb or void state. I should just start calling the Four of Swords the void state, the womb space card, or the seed that was just planted, because that's really the vibe. It's not it can feel rejuvenating if you're just overwhelmed and you finally get a break. But then the panic starts to happen for a lot of people. Is like, I need to be being productive. I should be out there. I should be doing this. I should be talking to that person. I should. And no, it's time. It's time to tune into your heart about what you love and about any potential new possibilities, new opportunities, new beginnings coming in. All right, let's get one of these Starlight cards. Anything else Banana Anna S needs to know? Navigate. Beacon of light in the night sky. Oh, beacons of light in the night sky are there to guide you. And it was last live stream. We had a card come out of here that was actually the exact lyrics to a 21 Pilots song. Well, they also have a song off their newest album called Navigating, ING. So if you feel so inclined, Banana Anna S, check out 21 Pilots song Navigating. And there's even like, I got chills. The music video is so powerful. Even if you don't understand the lore and like the story they're telling with the music video, you can just watch the music video and still get the gist of what's going on And I'm not going to spoil it for you. I got chills. Every time I watch that music video, I'm just like, wow, it's so spiritual. It's so powerful. You'll have to watch it if you feel so inclined. All right, so that was your message, Banana Anna S. I hope it resonated for you. All right. Next, we have Marlene, and she may have posted her question already. I will check the email, get on my website here. This AstroSeek. I gotta go to my mail. Where's my mail? Somewhere up here. Where is my mail? It's hiding. Not in that tab. Oh, it's the first tab. All right. Anything for my, from many, I can talk. Any messages from my Uncle Juan? Okay. Let's tune in. Actually, I want to grab this deck that I haven't used in a long time, but I just saw it in my mind's eye. And since we're getting decks from the past back online, let's get this. Where is it? Gotta remember what color it is. Stand by. It might take me a second. I need it. I want it. Where is it? Not that one. Not that one. No. I thought it was blue on the outside. No, I think it was yellow. I found it. Okay, yay. I knew it had blue, but then I'm like, no, it's yellow. It's this one. Spirit Messages. I've not used this deck in a hot minute. Blue and yellow. I knew the cards were blue and yellow. All right, let's tune in. For Marlene, one card pull, but you know me, never one card. From her Uncle Juan, message from Marlene's Uncle Juan, tuning into the true spirit of Marlene's Uncle Juan. What is his message for Marlene? 1, 2, and 3. Okay, 3 want to come out, so we're going to start there. Okay. So we have trust, and I'll read each of these as well. Nature, and have fun. Didn't you have a card about something fun? I can't remember in our one card pulls that were like 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 card pulls when it was Marlene's turn. But we have trust, and there's like that compass at the heart. So trusting your intuition, trusting your heart, trusting your inner guidance. But his message to you is, while your logical mind is dictating a supposedly clear direction, your soul's inner guidance is urging you to follow an alternative path. The logical path may be one that you consider safe and more familiar, but you could be missing out on boundless opportunities and so much more. I just heard the song Girls Just Want to Have Fun, which I know came out in the 80s, and I know we tuned in last live stream about a business idea that you had, and just about being very playful with it, very fun. So have fun. It says stop. When was the last time you had fun? When was the last time you took a chance and did something silly, something totally unlike you, something just for the joy of it? It's long overdue for you to let go of your analytical mind and give yourself and your soul permission to have fun. Beautiful. And then nature. This is a time to absorb the healing properties that nature has to offer. Your mind, body, and soul need nourishment, energy, revitalization, and strength. Nature has much to offer, so take this time to connect and spend some quality time outdoors. You're so welcome, Banana Anna S. Absolutely. All right, for Marlene, any additional messages from her Uncle Juan? Anything Uncle Juan wants to tell Marlene? Page of Pentacles, new opportunity. Literally. New path, new opportunity. Oh, yeah, to do things. Make them happy. Sounds similar. Yeah, it does feel similar. Yeah, you might have to go back, watch this again, kind of piece them together as like an extended reading of each other. That's what this feels like. But there's new opportunity here, new abundance. Also involving the kids, because pages are children in the tarot. And we have like, I know that's more reading as the inner child, but like also mini me vibes. You know, you have 3 daughters. So that can definitely resonate here. Maybe even getting out in nature with the kids. And again, kind of what we were talking about earlier about teaching our kids how to tune in spiritually. Maybe you're even kind of going down that road. Teaching the girls how to tune into their spirit, or how to just kind of lean in, trust intuition. All right, let's get Marlene any additional messages from Uncle Juan. Tune into the true spirit of Uncle Juan. What does he want Marlene to know? Four-leaf clover, great good fortune. Yes. And then dolphin to me, dolphins do represent happiness. And I want to say, where's that deck? I want to say in this deck specifically, there's a dolphin card. This one says financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. I want to say though, there's a dolphin card in here that has the word happiness. I'm seeing it in my mind's eye, and I'm pretty sure it's this deck. I know it didn't come out yet today for anybody, but I'm seeing it very clear as day in my mind's eye. There's like pinks, blues on it. It's in here, I know it. Where are you? Yes! Look at that. I'm feeling it. Yeah, this is about having fun, happiness, joy, just kind of stepping out of adult mode for a while and just doing something that just lights your inner child up. Even if it's something that you enjoy more as an adult than you did as a child, it doesn't have to be like childish things that you're doing, but just the things that bring you joy now as an adult can really help that inner child thrive. So that's the message from Uncle Juan. Yeah, he's usually kind of fun and playful, footloose and fancy free, immature but not in a bad way. He's a vibe. He's a vibe with like just fun and antics, like joking around. Like that's the vibe I get from him, and I'm seeing him letting you know that it's okay for you to embody that kind of energy right now and into the future. Very fun, very cool. All right, Florence. I think Florence has donated. Double check what's going on over here. So question is, I would like to get a reading on romance. I love that. I do need more fun. I think every single one of us needs a little bit more fun. Even if we can just up it a little bit, and then a little bit, and then a little bit. Like, we can make our whole lives as fun as we possibly can. All right, I love reading. Hello, Senseis, welcome. Good to see you. Hope you're having a fabulous Friday. All right, tuning into Florence's lovely energy. She would like a reading on romance. Romance coming in hot for Florence. We have call, hearing from them. So if there's no one on your radar right now, it's about this inner call. Just this call, tuning into your next person, and especially your forever person or your long-term person, tuning into their spirit with your spirit to be able to communicate. Even if you don't know this person yet in life at all, but if you've already been connected with someone or you've been kind of back and forth with someone, maybe giving them a call. Or maybe you're hearing from them because that's what it says on the bottom here. You may have even felt the fact that you want to just get back out there and start dating or meet someone because your person is kind of doing this inner work that's like kind of pulling on your chain a little bit, like, ooh, I'm ready for you. Are you ready for me? Like, that's the vibe I'm getting here. All right, what else does Florence need to know about romance? All right, we got two more. We have bonding with intimacy. And intimacy is such a word that's like almost like into me, I see. And being able to see that reflected in another person. Very Two of Cups energy there on the picture. But into me, I see. So when we are intimate with another person, it doesn't have to be sexual. It can just be eye gazing. That can be an intimate act for most people. But it's like seeing into them is helping you see into yourself. So again, if there's nobody on your radar right now, or you don't really have a person right now, getting intimate with yourself, bonding with yourself, dating yourself, taking yourself out, being romantic to yourself can all be ways that you can really be in this romantic energy, even romanticizing life, just really making everything just more joyful and more beautiful and romantic in whatever ways seem most romantic and beautiful to you. And then we have self-esteem, insecurity. So especially if you are, who doesn't have insecurities? I think every single one of us has at least 1, 2, 10, 10,000, lots of insecurities up for grabs, especially with the advent of social media, just having all this beauty and aesthetics in our face all the time. So you may be healing some insecurities or self-esteem issues. And if you're looking for somewhere to really focus in the body, one of the biggest places to focus is like the solar plexus, is kind of that gut energy, that right here. just right there, maybe even putting your hands there and doing, different meditations or little routines, rituals. You can use some crystals. Citrine is a great solar plexus crystal. Also, bumblebee jasper. I'm trying to think of some others off the top of my head. Amber, the resin or petrified resin, amber. What else? Yellow calcite. I know there's more. Citrine. Did I say that one? Yes, I did. I'm also getting ametrine, which is a mix between amethyst and citrine, or it's kind of together. Really beautiful stone. I have a few of those that I keep in my bath. They're some of my favorite bath crystals for just healing, cleansing, clearing. And solar plexus blocks can manifest as like digestive upset, or you're starting to feel overwhelmed and you're starting to get like a stomach ache, even literal like physical detox symptoms. But one of the physical ways you can get healing, cleansing, clearing with your solar plexus by doing almost minimal or almost no work at all is using food grade diatomaceous earth. One of the best things I've incorporated into my life as of about I was doing it in July. So 4 months, because I think I started in June, July, August, September, October, maybe close to 5 months I've been doing that now. And game changer. It gets rid of parasites and all sorts of like bad gut bacteria, heavy metals that are in and it's not just in your gut, because this is silica. Like these are diatoms. These are like fossilized algae and diatoms and creatures of, freshwater and saltwater, that they basically grind them up into this powder. Again, make sure it's food grade. Very important. But this silica will go into your system, and like your bones need silica, your teeth need silica, your eyes need, like everywhere, your hair, everything in all the processes in your body needs silica. Confirmation. And you can't like overdose on this, but you can get like detox symptoms. So, start small. I started with 1/8 of a teaspoon, and then I'm like, I'm feeling so good, I'm just going to go right to a teaspoon. And I got a bit of what they call like Herxheimer reaction, because I just maybe went a little too fast, because I'm like, no, we're going all in. Let's just get this going. So yeah, I would say just kind of ease in, unless you're like me and you just want to get going right away. then at your own you're not going to hurt yourself, but your body's going to be like, oh, I overdid it a little bit if you try to just jump 2 feet in. But I'm currently up to close to 2 tablespoons now per day, and I just put it in water. And the less water that you add to it, the more chalky it's going to be. But I like that because I can just get it down faster, because I'm actually kind of acquiring a taste for it. But for the first probably month or so, I'm like, it doesn't have a taste. It's more the texture of it. And I even kind of use it when I'm drinking it. I take like one of the little gulpfuls and I just kind of swish it back and forth with my teeth. Brushing your teeth with it or using it for your teeth is like so beneficial. And even just kind of swishing back and forth with it, even if whether you swallow that or then spit it out, it actually gets like the bad bacteria out of your, like between your teeth and on your teeth and in your mouth. And it has like the charge of it is a negative charge, I think, or is it a positive charge? I think it's a positive charge, so it gets all the positive charge things like the heavy metals and stuff out of your body, but it doesn't leach the metals your body needs. That's the good thing. If you're looking for a place to actually go to find out more information about it, I'm in a diatomaceous earth group on Facebook, and that's pretty much that, and Roots Restored Wellness, and Chris Surkoff and Jason Christoff. I think those are the only, besides like friends and like really close friends and immediate family, are like the only places I go visit on Facebook. Otherwise, I'm like, la 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 la, can't see you, can't hear you, you can't see me, I'm not here, I'm a ghost. I don't go to Facebook much, but when I do, and my candle groups, which I've kind of slacked on those, but yeah, I show up once in a while for the very like, what's the word, like curated items on Facebook and places and people I want to see. But let's just see anything else that's really helping to cleanse that solar plexus. But let's see anything else you need to know about your love life and calling in your next partner for Florence. Before we close out the reading, calling in that next partner. Ooh, we have the Fool. So travel or relocating, I don't know if you have relocated yet. I know that's kind of on your recent or very near future agenda to be able to relocate to the country I can never name correctly, or the town or the place I can never name correctly. Um, oh, if silica is what I think it is, I'm allergic and it gives me hives. Oh no, I don't think it's the same thing. I think it's different. Because your body's made of silica and carbon. Yeah, we're silica and carbon-based beings. Um, so if you're allergic to silica, that might be. Maybe it was something with some sort of silica you took. I don't know, but do your due diligence if you're looking into it to make sure. Oh, you're relocating in November. Yeah. Okay, so this is just letting you know you're on your way to a new fun adventure. So this is a what's blocking you in love relationship, singles and relationship deck. What's blocking you in love? So let's just see if there are any blocks or just any advice that wants to come through for Florence in her love life. Ooh. For Florence in her love life. All right, we're gonna go for this one and this one. Okay, what do we have? We have unavailable. You're chasing someone unavailable, or you are the one who's running away. This could also mean that the person that you're meant to be with is maybe currently unavailable, meaning they're just doing some healing, or they're in a current relationship or something. Or if you are still hung up on someone from the past, maybe doing some clearing or cleansing of that person's energy, removing cords, healing, cleansing, clearing, all the fun things that are not very fun to do. But once we do them and put the work in, we really start to benefit from that. That can benefit greatly. So we also have procrastinate. Don't make someone wait around too long. They may give up on you. And I'm not seeing this as your energy. You're procrastinating on someone. This is more the person you're trying to attract is maybe procrastinating. But maybe even ways you procrastinate just in life or in your career, or just like personal life specifically is what's coming up. Or maybe even your spiritual connection. Maybe you will go all in on your spiritual practice and then you'll kind of pull back because life gets in the way. It's about, prioritizing ways that you can connect, and even connecting to the spirit of your next person could really benefit. Because right now it does feel like, in your love life, you feel like you're getting crumbs, especially if you're single. That's kind of the vibe, feeling like you're getting crumbs in a romantic connection because the romantic connection isn't there right now. And maybe even in the past, you settled for getting crumbs because you thought that was all you deserved. And so you may be just clearing and cleansing some of your own limiting beliefs or traumas around love, or past unrequited love, that will help really you step into that solar plexus energy of feeling more confident. I mean, who's more confident than the Greg, or in this, it's the Greg in this deck, but the Fool. I don't know if there's anyone more confident. Maybe naive, sure, but I'm not seeing you coming at this from a role of naivete. This is more you coming at it from a place of confidence. All that yellow in the background, so much confidence. The sun's shining bright. There's no chemtrails in the sky. You got your little emotional support animal there, and is he holding like some sort of derpy potato? I don't know what that is. He looks funny. But yeah, it's like you're traveling into this new chapter of life with just clarity. I'm getting a message of clarity from this. So whatever you're doing, I feel like it's working, but who doesn't always have more work to do in this 3D realm? All of us, pretty much. So don't feel like you're not worthy or you're not good enough. You're maybe clearing and cleansing things about being worthy. Is there a timing coming up when someone could come in? Let's tune in. We do have a timing deck right about here. Move this one out of the way. Okay. It's a big deck, so it takes a second to get all of it. Okay, I'm actually going to shuffle it a few times this way. All right. One more. All right, what's going on? What's coming in? Timing for when someone could be coming in for Florence in love. Timing. Love life for Florence. In alignment with Florence's true spirit. Timing. Ooh, I caught it. It's right here. All right, there's a lot going on here. Okay, we got it. 3 cards coming out. Timing is not yet decided. Things are still up in the air. And I think that's kind of contingent on you being able to set down roots in a new place, meaning the move. Also, Sagittarius season, look at that. November 22nd through December 22nd. So that's coming up around the time or right after the time you're moving. And then we have here wasting your time, but I'm not saying that you are wasting your time. It's just because right now is not the time. But I mean, into the very near future, potential could come in that you're meeting this person. And as I was shuffling at the beginning, I did see January on the back of the deck, and then I just saw summer. So timing really, it feels like it's more up to you than you think, but it's not yet decided because something is still undecided. And it could even be the fact that wasting time card came out with this and then the other card, that the person you're going to be with is currently either with someone or healing from that relationship still. It could take a bit of time, but again, something is shifting in your love life come Sagittarius season, and then into January. I feel like you're just in totally new energy in your love life. So again, take any timelines you get with a grain of salt, because actions you take or don't take, or circumstances can shift or change like in a moment. It's crazy, especially with how many different timelines are shifting right now. Like I can't even keep up. But you can check in with your intuition often, Florence, just to see, has this timing shifted? Has this timing changed? And you'll get some clear answers with that. All right. Yes, great reading. Let's get you one more before we close out. One more for Florence. Anything else she needs to know about her love life, her romantic life? Okay, there's two for sure that want to come out, but one's kind of hiding from me in here, and I'm going to get it. I'm going to get you. There you are. I got it. Okay, it's protection. So you may be currently being protected from people who are gonna, like that card said, waste your time or just not be a good fit. So almost feel like this kind of drought feeling in your love life is actual protection from you dating people who just aren't it for you. And then diligence. Just be, rise above, kind of get a, forest for the trees. You want to have that higher perspective and be diligent with your own healing and dating yourself and, being your own best partner until a partner comes in. Like, that's something that I wished I had had. I mean, when I got with my husband, I was 21, he was 23, and, very young. We didn't know anything, but, we had good hearts and we loved each other, and, ups and downs through life, things happen. But I wished that each of us could have had a really solid foundation with the knowledge and wisdom that we have as the ages that we are now, to do a lot of healing before us getting into a relationship. But, that hindsight being 2020, going into a shamanic journey to be able to, post-emptively go back and heal and do that work, clear that trauma. Not that our relationship was traumatic, but, just the traumas that we brought into our relationship from, growing up. Everybody's got trauma of one form or another. I wish that for us. So maybe that can be something I put on my shamanic journey to-do list, is to just clear any karma that's standing in the way of my highest timeline with my husband, or for you, your person, And then we have trust on the back, and I'm seeing this as trust yourself. Trust yourself to make a good choice for yourself in love coming up. Especially if in the past you've chosen people who were emotionally unavailable or very standoffish or just unrequited love. Me had a lot of unrequited love in my high school years. The boys knew I wouldn't put out, so there was that. It just got around that. She's not going to put out. Don't even bother. So I had to leave my town and go a town over to find a boyfriend. And then I let it be known very clear I was not going to put out. Because I was a kid, like, that scared me so bad. The old sex as a high schooler. Oh, that's scary. Even in my early 20s, I'm like, what is this? This is scary. So, but yeah, if you have any traumas surrounding sex, I don't want to say it because it can trip the algorithm. If you have any kind of trauma, like from your past related to that, or just ways that you believed it should be or could be or would be, all the things, any trauma you have in that very intimate bedroom aspect of a relationship, or just that really deep connection part of a relationship, now's a great time. Now's the best time to be able to work on those wounds and traumas. And then when you are attracting in a partner, you're going to know very soon into a relationship if this person is on your level as far as healing. And if they're not, you're going to be able to just move on, move past very quickly. And it's not that, oh, I'm better than them. It's not like that. It's not like that. But when you do the work, you're going to usually pull in someone who's usually around your level or a little lower, sometimes a little higher as far as healing goes. But if you're doing all this work, you're leveling yourself up, and you're leveling up the dating pool to have to match you. Because these people who are down where you used to be just are not a vibrational match, and you either won't come into alignment, or if you do, it's going to be very clear that this is not a deep connection. Or, I mean, there can be, a lot of us, especially women, but not always, can be fixers. Like, oh, I see this guy's potential, I'm going to fix him right up. And that just, no. If he doesn't want to heal, you ain't going to heal him. You heal yourself, girlfriend. Yeah, that's what we're doing. So be diligent in your own healing, not just surrounding love, but of your own self-worth. Like, that is so huge. That's so powerful. And I wish I could take 21-year-old Amanda aside and be like, let's really heal some of these self-worth issues that you have, that you're then going to drag into your marriage eventually. Let's nip these in the bud now. As a 42-year-old woman, I'm still working on a lot of self-worth and being able to trust myself issues and knowing how to set boundaries issues. Like, I'm still at 42 working through that. The more you know. I have chills. So it looks to me, Florence, like you've already done a great amount of healing, but there's always room for better and more and bigger. But yeah, self-worth. And if you could only work on your self-worth, you're already miles above so much of what other people are doing. Oh, I'm 42 and I feel like a teenager sometimes. So much. Oh, so funny. I did see, ametrine is such a cool stone. I know. I think they're putting 777s for the one card pull that we did at the beginning, but I went in for like almost an hour doing that when normally I only do about 20 minutes. I really took care of everybody who was here. But if you want to be, or was it, did I do 888 for that? Well, if you want to be entered into the drawing, I think that was 777. Yes, so let's enter Suncease, and I saw someone else as well. Janice, Kath. Let's get you lovely people in here as well. So Suncease. We already did pull today's winner, but I will get you in here for a future live stream. And all you have to do, if your name's in there and we don't pull it today, which we didn't because we already pulled, you can check back on future live streams. Just check the pin comment. If I did the drawing and the drawing winner was not there, I will pin the comment with drawing winner and then their name and then the timestamp. So you don't even have to watch the live stream to go try to figure out if you won. I will let you know who won if the person was not there. If they were on the live stream and we pulled their name, like today we pulled Banana Anna S. She was here. We got her reading. I don't need a timestamp unless she specifically asked me to, which I just now realized Amber specifically asked me to timestamp Kashvi's reading, and then I did not. So I'm going to go back and do that. But yes, let's get Janice, Kath as well. We're going to enter you lovely people into our drawing. So here we go. Show you, you're going in, and it's quite the full house in here. Look at all that. It's all the way up to here. And Suncease. All right. I already pulled a winner, but we're going to just mix them up. Ready for next time. Look, it's just, whoa, it's so full. All right. I need a new pouch. And I keep saying that, but I need to make it happen. All right, you guys, I think, let me just all check. I think we've hit the end of our donation list tonight, or today. It's not night yet. At least not for me. Yes, we've reached the end. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, guys. You make the weekend get off to such a great start. I just feel so good hanging out with you guys, especially just the past few days. I've just been feeling anxiety, and a lot of it, yes, I think it's attaching to these core wounds I have within me, but just the anxiety of the planet is like on high alert right now. So if you're feeling a certain type of way, do some self-care, do some self-love, take yourself out on a date. You don't have to wait for a partner. Even if you have a partner, take yourself out on a date. Unless you do want to go with them. That's cool too. Do something fun, do something you enjoy. Allow yourself to recalibrate, relax. That's kind of a vibe right now because there's a lot of energy coming in right now that's pointing out a lot of trauma, a lot of wounding, specifically like core wounds that are just like so deeply ingrained into who it is we think we are. But these things are not us. That's what we need to keep reminding ourselves is, yes, we're absolutely affected by these things and we almost operate on the programming of these things, but they are not who we are. So we're peeling. That's what I call healing. We're peeling away the layers of what is not our true spirit. And that's what healing is doing, is peeling away what is not truly and authentically and spiritually you. It's a very long, windy road, peeling, but it's worth it because every layer you peel off, it lightens the load a little bit, and then a little bit, and then sometimes a lot bit, and then a little bit, and then a lot again. But it's a constant. It's almost as constant as brushing your teeth, washing your hair, all the things we do on a daily basis to maintain our body and our physical vessel. We should be doing these on an emotional, spiritual, mental level as well. I know it's hard because just the physical is enough to do most of us in right now because we're so busy, overwhelmed, distracted, in fear, in trauma response because of what's going on in the world and with that neighbor and that family member and maybe in our own households things are going on. But we have the power to peel away what is not us and to really, once and for all, heal these triggers so that they do not trigger us anymore. And then once you rise above certain triggers, even if things are going on, it's almost like it doesn't even hit your awareness. Or if it hits your awareness, you're very neutral to it, like a cloud. You just watch it roll on by. There's beauty in healing. It's hard and it sucks a lot of the time, but there's so much beauty to be found when we can overcome and actually heal something. Powerful. All right, you guys, I'm going to leave it at that. Have a happy weekend. Thanks again so much for all those likes, comments, shares, subscribes, donations, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see each and every one of you right back here at Harmony Portal Tarot Live next Wednesday at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. Hope to see you there. And I think we're going to do a kind of a nice deep dive collective, our little collective, not like mundane human collective, but like our collective energy reading and just what we need to know. All right, so we will see you guys on Wednesday evening, at least evening where I'm at. So whatever time it is for you. I'll see ya. Have a good one. Bye.